as we gather here today, we all know the importance of thoughtful retirement planning, and this cannot be overstated. Yeah, every one of us who have gathered here today knows that. Whether we are starting a career, whether we are those people who will be approaching retirement, or those people who are somewhere in between, who are still in their 30s, 40s, figuring out what to do. The decision which we make now will definitely impact the quality of our life during our golden years, that too after our retirement, or some people may sought for an early retirement. So this webinar arranged by NISM and to be given by none other than the subject matter expert, this webinar will take you through the journey on how we can plan our retirement. Without further ado, we have Kapil sir with us. Let me start by giving introduction to Kapil sir, and then I'll hand over the platform to him. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. Dr. Kapil Shrimal, he is an associate professor at National Institute of Securities Market. He is having more than 13 years of experience of academics and 1 year of experience of corporate. Sir has started his career with ICICI Prudential, LIC, and worked with institutes like prestigious Institute of Management and Research, Indore, Symbiosis University of Applied Science, Indore, Marwari University, Rajkot, etc. Sir's last assignment was with PIMR, Indore. His main area of teaching and research in financial is financial planning, portfolio management, derivatives, financial modeling, financial management, etc. He has conducted many investment awareness programs on behalf of SEBI, NSE, ICAI India. Dr. Shrimal has recently received Best Faculty Award by Dainik Bhaskar in the year 2012. He has also received Best PhD Thesis Award by Jaipuria Institute of Management, Indore, in the year 2018. He has presented and published research paper in international and national repute and published one book. Some of his research paper got Best Research Paper Awards in international conferences. He is into the editorial board and reviewer member of International Journal of Accounting and Financial Management Research. He is also associated with various universities as a member of Board of Studies, Academic Council, and PhD examiner. Dr. Shrimal has done his PhD in Management Finance from Mohanlal Chokadia University, Udaipur. Sir has also cleared UGC NET and RPSC set in Management in the year 2012. Sir has done his MBA in Finance and BBA from Devi Ahilya University, Indore, and he has cleared various NISM certifications, NCFM modules, and other certification courses. With such a glittering profile, I welcome Sir, and I request all the participants to have a huge round of virtual applause for Sir before I'll hand over this platform to Sir to take the session further. Thank you so much, Sir.
Thank you very much, Harshita Madam, for such a introduction. So very starting with the very basic need of each and everyone, that is the retirement planning in the today's world. Why it is very important? Because as we can see, most of the research reports or most of the countries, or when you heard about any of the speech of any of the member or somewhere, you'll see that India is the youngest country in the world. And when we'll say today India is the youngest country, definitely in future India will be the oldest country in the world. And that is true also. You can see the example of Japan or some other countries. When there was youngest, after a certain time period, they will become the older also. So jo jawan hai, wo buda hoga hi hoga. That is the true. And we'll say about the retirement planning. So this is the right time to plan your retirement. Why the right time to plan your retirement? If you're not started doing so it will be difficult to survive in future. Why it is difficult to survive in future? Because we know in India, especially the country like India, we doesn't have any social security. Social security is not there. Government is not providing any social security or any pension to the person, except some of the states they are paying the, like a penny, 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees per month. That is nothing going to be happen. A part of this, as a culture is changing day by day, this family size is changing, the expenses are changing, the living standard is changing. Definitely we'll need the huge corpus in future. So I'm starting my presentation with very lighter note. So let's take an example from here. Okay, what retirement life you want? So I'm just giving some of the pictures of some of the movies that will give you some idea to you. And I will sure that most of you seen all these movies, and we'll discuss one by one. So first movie, I think everyone has seen this movie. You can just write in the chat box or somewhere. So which movie name is this? If you've seen this movie. Yes, so this is Bagman, very well-known movie is there. And this movie will give you an idea of what is the life after retirement. The person started working with some of the private bank, entire life is spending for the development or for the learning of his kids. अच्छा पढ़ाया लिखा है सब कुछ किया, and after retirement what is there? After retirement person want, I will the happy life with my family, and the separation was there. Separation, that is the forcefully separation between the husband and wife was there. And after the retirement life was miserable, है ना, 3 बच्चे होने के बाद भी उनको लग रहा था nothing is with me, and life is very busy. So that is an example. If he has planned good thing for the retirement, he could have some corpus with him, and with this corpus he can live a happily life with his wife. So that is one of the example. Another movie, I think this movie some of you have seen or some of you not seen, Sansar. Very old movie is there. When I take the past financial planning session, generally I take some of the clips of Sansar movie. And if you correlate this Sansar movie, the life of the retired person, that is Anupam Kher, after retirement, what was happened to his life? He has started doing again working. When the person is retired, it means he will not able to work after the retirement. But yes, for the survival of himself, he started working as a guard, as a chokidar in some of the society, and it was difficult for the survival. So this is one of the sadness part of the post-retirement life. If you will not do the proper retirement planning, if you don't have the corpus with you, you have to sacrifice at many level of your life, and it will be difficult for the survival. Now, again, coming with one of this another Anupam Kher movie that I again like, that is if you know the name of this movie, you can just write. Any one of you? Anyone watch this movie? Yes? No, okay. So yes, Santosh, so can you write the movie? Name of movie? Yes, Shaukin. Yes, Shaukin movie. Again, so these are the 3 retired person. The latter part of this movie is that they, after retirement, they want to go to the Goa with the friend circle only, and they want to enjoy their life. So this is the life where you have the money with you. You can enjoy your life like anything, and you can enjoy the life with the family, with the friends. And there is a part. Again, there is one saying in India, especially हिंदुस्तान में, जब तक आपकी जेब में पैसा है लोग पूछेंगे कैसा है ना. तो द बेस्ट इज थिंग इज दैट इफ यू हैव मनी इन योर पॉकेट, एवरीवन विल आस्क यू, सर व्हाट कैन आई डू फॉर यू. So that is always required. Money is always required. And one more movie I will just give the example of. This movie is again the recently came movie of, that is Unchaiya. Again, this is after retirement person wants to climb the Everest. So if you have the corpus, if you have the money with you, you can do anything part, you can enjoy your life after retirement. In these 2 parts, like the Bagban and Sansar, the person was not having the sufficient funds, so they were always regretting, they were begging, they were doing some job, but at these 2 points they have the corpus and they enjoy their retirement life. That is a part of the retirement. And this retirement happy life is only happens when you do the retirement planning, good retirement planning. Now, when I will say, I don't know the average age of the group, those who have joined in this particular webinar today, but some of you might be have 20, 25, 26, 30s or 40s. Some of you might be 50s also. So yes, I can see 40, 25, 52, and so various 61 already retired. Mr. Rajnikant, Sakshikant is 87. So you can see various ages are there. Now you want to compare, the person will say, I am going to retire after 5 years. But what corpus you have, whether corpus is sufficient or not to survival after retirement, that we'll discuss further in upcoming slides. And some person will say, I'm only 20, 25. Why I should plan retirement at an early age? Again, the answer will be there in the upcoming slides to you. But that is a life. Again, I want to share one story to you before coming to the upcoming slides. in that story, how you can secure your retirement life, or how you can have the benefit of the retired life when you don't earn sometimes. So there was one grandma, that is Dadiji was there. She was retired, her husband was passed away, she was having 3 kids, and all the 3 kids were busy in their life. Dadiji was having one sanduk with her, that sanduk that we know, the dabba, that sanduk with her. That sanduk was always closed with the lock, and the key of that particular lock was with the Dadiji at every point of time. Dadiji was make sure when she was alive that nobody can open that sanduk except her, and nobody can see what is there in that particular sanduk. Now, to have the happily life after retirement, all of the 3 sons of that particular grandma was very greedy. Their wives was of their sons was very greedy, and they were always feel that if I will do the seva of my mother, definitely whatever there is in that particular sanduk, that will come to me. So Dadiji was lived a happy life in the entire when till that she died. All the 3 sons, their kids, their wives was doing seva of her, because they was greedy that Dadiji will give the key of that particular sanduk to them, and definitely something was there as a part of the gift. At one day, suddenly Dadiji died, and what happened? All the 3 sons first they took a key and opened a sanduk. In that particular sanduk, only one letter was there. In that letter, 2 words was written, "Thank you." 2 words was written, "Thank you." So she secured her life of the retirement. I don't have money for the securement, but someone else can take care of me with the having certain grids which there. So if you have that type of plans, that is not workable nowadays, but that is a story that I can share with you. Now I can say why we need the retirement planning. Why we need the retirement planning in the today's world, and that is again challenging for us. Why we need the retirement planning? The question number one: if you can write something on your book, something like one paragraph about yourself, what kind of lifestyle you want to live when you retire, and what kind of lifestyle. There are the 4 cases I've shown to you: Bagman, Sansa, Shawkins, and the Unchaiya. So these 3 characters was having a different lifestyle. Out of these particular 4 lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle you want to live after retirement? That is one question. Just ask yourself, what lifestyle I want. I want to work after retirement. I want to depend on my family, on my son, on my daughter. I want to retire, depend on my wife, or I want to live happily with myself, where I can do the expenses, whatever expenses I need, that I can do. And so someone has written the financial freedom, someone has written, so this is financial freedom is the need. And when you want the financial freedom, it means you need the huge corpus. That corpus will help you to survive after retirement. That is the question number one. Number 2 question I just want to ask to you, that is to write a second paragraph on where their income will be after retirement. Because when you retire, it means I'm working at NISM currently. If I'll go to retire at this age or after a certain age period, definitely the NISM is not going to pay me the salary. But I will get the corpus. I'm having some corpus. I will get the pension from that particular corpus. And what amount of that particular pension is? Let's take an example. The campaign was run by the government of India few years before. That is Atal Pension Yojana. I'm just taking the example of Atal Pension Yojana. If you'll contribute 500 rupees per month, you will get the pension of 1,000 rupees after retirement, for example. Now, after retirement, currently I'm having 30 years of age, for example, and after 30 years I'll retire, I will get the 1,000 rupees per month. What that 1,000 rupees will helpful for me? That is nothing. So what is the source of income after retirement? Whether that source is the, what we can say, primary source, or it is a secondary source. Primary source after retirement, some persons, especially they are working. They are taking the classes, some lectures giving to the society. Secondary source, you are trading on the stock market. You have some flats, some houses, you are getting a rent. Rental incomes will be there. So what will the source of income? Now we'll say about the source of income. So again, one question is there. That is why to plan retirement. We know that the health cost is increasing day by day. There is an example of the COVID, there is an example of the hospitalization and everything. The health cost is increasing day by day. When we'll retire, what will the health cost? That depend upon the inflation. So it is much more higher than the inflation that India is having. Number two, post-retirement lifestyle. The lifestyle of persons has changed post-retirement. Where I live in my society, I can see in some of the retired persons, those who are residing, they're enjoying the life, they're playing the games, they are going on the trekking, they are going on the party, something like that. And so lifestyle is changing in the earlier days. Inflation is increasing day by day. So today, for example, I'm spending 10,000 rupees on myself. After retirement, that will not be a 10,000 rupees. It will be 10,000 multiplied by something, inflation rate will be there. And increasing the standard of living day by day, the standard of living is increasing. So these are the four factors that always affect that why we should do the retirement planning. And when we'll do how to plan for the retirement fund, that is a need. So pension is not large amount. We know yesterday only one of my friend father was retired from one of the bank, and they was enjoying like anything on the party, and they're doing some corpus. So I just asked, what is a corpus that is received after retirement from this particular part? So they said they got a corpus of around 70 lakh rupees. Now, if you say 70 lakh rupees corpus, whether it is sufficient, whether if you're alive for next 20 years or 30 years after the retirement, and what pension amount they are going to get, 20,000, 10,000, 15,000, whatever amount will be there. So that is very less. Number two, do not want depend on your kids. And we know, because day by day, this new family size is reducing. We don't want to depend on someone. So we need the corpus if you don't want to depend on someone. And a job does not pay a pension. And some types of job, private jobs, that doesn't pay the pension. If you are after 2004, even Government of India has a plan that if you retire from the government job, you will not get the pension after. If you retire, if you enroll in that particular government job after 2004, so you do not getting the pension also. And need a fund for 20 to 30 years of your lifestyle. So because why? After at the time of retirement, let's say 60, if person will live till 80, 70, 90, whatever age will be there. So he or she needs a survival amount is there. So this is retirement benefit that we say. Now we'll say India yesterday, India or the world yesterday, when we'll say about that particular part, the income was very low for people. If you ask to your grandparents, or if you ask to your father what your grandparents was doing, the income was very low. बोलेंगे 10 रुपया salary मिलती थी, 10 रुपए में 50 लोगों का परिवार चल जाता था. That was a part. Income was very low. The lifespan, there's a work span was very long work span. Person was working till the retirement. After retirement, even they used to work. So 40 years, 50 years work lifespan was there. The job security was very good. If you enroll in some of the jobs, you will get the retired from that particular job at the age of the retirement only. And the most important, that the family size was large. So everyone was dependent on each other. Kisi ki need ko koi aur pura kar leta tha. So that was yesterday's India. But the current India, what we'll say? Things are changed. Everyone is in some suit boot. In the earlier days, there was a very low profile person was there. Incomes has increased like anything. High incomes are there. If the incomes are increasing, definitely the cash inflow will be more. The cash outflow will also the more. Yes. So, but the shorter work span. आज आप देखेंगे, in the earlier days, some person was having diabetes or the blood pressure at the age of 55, 60. आज 25, 26 years age में लोगों को blood pressure होना शुरू हो जाता है. So after that particular working span has reduced from 30 years to 20 years, 10 years, and 15 years. So that is again required. Low job security. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow at the job. So always the job security is reduced, and most important, family size is also reduced. हमारे दो पहले गवर्नमेंट बोलती थी, अभी तक हम दो भी बहुत बड़ी बात है. एक तो third part will be there. So you can see the today's and what will be in the future. It might be possible someone will say, I just want to retire at the age of 40. I just want to retire at the age of 35. It might be possible. I don't want to do the job. I don't want to get the married. So that can be the possibilities will be there. In the future, this will be there. But you can compare the past and the today's condition. The things are 360-degree change. And that's why you need the money for the future survival. Now, a greater need for substitute of income after retirement. And that is a greater need of substitute after retirement. Because why? The family is very small. Security is not there. If you are dependent on your kid's job is not secure, then again the question will be there. So this type of things will be there. So after retirement, you should live happy. So you need the substitute income. What would be the person after retirement? India yesterday, आप पहले बात करते हैं. What again? I'm taking the example of India yesterday. What would the person want after retirement? पहले के टाइम पे क्या होता था? Lead a quiet life. रिटायर हो गए, आराम से शाम को शांति से बैठो, 2 रोटी खाओ और मजे करो. That was an earlier stage. And otherwise going to for the तीर्थ यात्रा, चार धाम यात्रा, मंदिरों में जाना, भजन करना, that was a lifestyle of the yesterday's people. But nowadays, post retirement, what is the part? Today India maintain the lifestyle. Definitely, I retired from somewhere, so I want to do the vacation, holiday home will be there, I should have the farmhouse, I will do the farming, something, you, like someone has written that tours, I want to travel, I want to meet my patients, because after 20-30 years, आपने सिर्फ कमाने में लगा दिया ना, you're not done anything, so you want to maintain your life. Number 2, fulfill your dreams. When I was working, I've never taken my wife to any of the destination place. Now after retirement, I want to have a world tour with my wife. I want to go on a cruise with my wife. Something like that. Fulfill your dreams will be there. Number 3, protect health. That is always required, because when you retire, the health expenses will be the highest level of expenses. You must be taken care after retirement. And the person, let's take an example, if the person is having the diabetes and the blood pressure, both, the monthly minimum expenses that currently he's doing on the health part, that is 5,000 rupees. After retirement, it will be increased like anything. So protect health is required, because after retirement, none of the health insurance is going to give you the health medical claim policy. That is again question for you. You need the regular health checkup, you need the regular medicines. So that is required. For here, maximum corpus of retirement will be go in the protection of your health. And last part is the leave a legacy. बच्चों के लिए कुछ छोड़ के जाना. Definitely after my death, my son will not say कि पापा मेरे लिए कुछ छोड़ के नहीं गया. So leave a legacy. So these are the part. You want to donate something, charity, something like that will be the. So currently the India's part is totally changed as per the compare of the yesterday's part. When we say about yesterday, there was no legacy, no dreams, no maintenance of lifestyle, no health issues was there. Nowadays, everything is changing due to the environmental condition, due to the lifestyle, due to the peer groups that we can say, due to the friend circle, everything is changing. That's why you need to think about the retirement planning. And you will think properly for the retirement planning. Definitely, you can fulfill your dreams, you can fulfill the medical expenses, you can go with the legacy, you can do some charities also, and you can live, enjoy life at the time of retirement. So these are the comparative study of the past and the present. Now we will say, did you know the age at 65? So current some static data is that 85% are the broke. 84% almost people are the broke. 8% are still work. It means at the time of 65 after retirement, someone has not stopped working, but 8% persons are all still working. 6% are well-to-do only. Well-to-do means पैसा आ रहा है, you are eating the food, you are doing for the medicines, and only 2% are wealthy and enjoying the retirement life. So this is a study report from one of the research paper. So where do you think you want to be? You want to be in the 2%, you want to be in the 6%, you want to be in the 84%, or you want to be in the 8%. That depends upon you. So if you plan retirement today, that very happily, very efficiently, it will give you the benefit to come into the 2% of the crowd. If you don't plan, majority of the person are in 84 and 8%. Majority of the persons are in the 84 and 8%. So that is always required. So someone has written something. So please repeat 84%, what it means 84%. So 84% means, so for example, I got a retired today at the age of 65. I have nothing in my pocket. I am dependent on my kids. I'm dependent on my kids. When I dependent on my kids, I dependent on someone. It means I am the Anupam Kher of Sansar, or I am the Amitabh Bachchan of Bhagwan. Okay, so that is the 84%. Now, if I'll say 8% are still working, so post-retirement, what person will do? Post-retirement, some person will take, let's take an example, if I retired at the age of 65 as a professor, okay, so what I will do, I will take the visiting lecture somewhere. And you can see most of the retired persons are taking some, at half of the salary, 20,000, 25,000, kuch to paisa milega, ghar pe reh ke I am getting bored, so I am getting something, 8% are there. 6% are well-to-do only. Well-to-do means the pension is coming to you. That pension is going for the expenses of your day-to-day needs. पैसा आ रहा है, day-to-day needs हो रही है. But only 2% persons are wealthy. Wealthy मतलब क्या हो गया कि you have the huge corpus, you are enjoying your retired life and you live happily. So that is the example of 84 to 2%. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. So source of data, these are taken from one of the research paper which was written on the retirement planning. I will mention the source also, and that was the data of the study they have taken. Now the second part of the picture is that here the source I have mentioned that from the World Population Report 2023 says the life expectancy of male is 71 years and female is 74 years. In the earlier days, the life expectancy was below 60 years in India. Year by year, the life expectancy is increasing. How the life expectancy is increasing? Definitely that is due to the medical treatment, due to the medical facilities which are available. So due to this, our life expectancy is increasing. And we'll say the life expectancy is increasing. It means the post-retirement expenses is also increasing. Okay, for example, I am 60 today. So this is the average age is 71 as a male. It means next 11 year I have to survive in the market, and for this 11 year I have to pay some money for the expenses. So that 11 years benefit should be with me, and this 11-year benefit will helpful for me for the survival. So that is an example. Life expectancy is also increasing. So you can see some of the persons are still alive in the country which are having 80 years or 75 years or 85, 90 years also. And if they are not dependent on someone, they have to survive. They have to take their own benefit, survival benefit. So another example I just want to share with you, if you're from Mumbai, especially I'm just taking the example of Mumbai over here. If you're from Mumbai, most of you just travel on the Kalipili, you know, Kalipili. Yes, anyone aware about the Kalipili? What Kalipili is? Yes, yes. So Kalipili is a taxi in the Mumbai. If you can see the drivers who drive the Kalipili, they all are the retired. Most of the person, more than 35% population on the Kalipili, those who are the driver, they are the retired person. They are the retired person. And after retirement, they are doing the job of driving. 2 days before, I've seen one of the Zomato delivery person came to my home for delivery of the food. He was above 65 years and he was delivering the food. So that is survival that you can see. After retirement, if you've not done the proper planning, you have to do some jobs, and that job will be always difficult for you. And again, yes, story of the Return of Three Idiots, and many examples are there. Even if you can see some of the there are a number of movies you can find this of examples will be there. So survival benefit is always required. And we know in nowadays, even I visited frequently visiting some of the old age homes also. If I'll see some of the person, those who are there in the old age home, kiski saja kaat rahe, you don't know. That you don't know. They have the kids, they have the son, they have the daughter. Son is working in London, daughter is working in somewhere else, and they are alive. No one is there to take care of themselves. That's why they are in the old age home. So that is story, and that story will always pinch on you. Okay, this is my future. No, I want to live happily because पूरी जिंदगी तो मैं अपने बच्चों के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ. बच्चा अब मेरे लिए काम नहीं कर रहा. And that is a part. So that's why no one should work for you. You only have to work for yourself. So for that, you have to plan your retirement. And if the lifestyle will increase, your average life span will increase. Definitely the expenses will increase. And never ask anyone for any part. So this is an example. Now I'm coming to how much money you need when you retirement. That is the best question. yes or no? So कोई बोलेगा I frequently see some of the like न्यूज चैनल्स लाइक CNBC या जी बिजनेस पे आप देखोगे तो वो एक बोलेगा आई वांट द 1 करोड़ रुपीस एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट, आई वांट 2 करोड़ रुपीस एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट, आई वांट 3 करोड़ रुपीस एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट, वॉट एवर अमाउंट you want. But whether that 1 crore, 2 crore, or 3 crore, whatever amount will be there, 8 crore someone has written, and I need tons of crores. So yes, definitely you can have, but to need a tons of crores, you have to invest that also. ना आपको एक भाई सिंपल सी बात है कि आपको बहुत सारा पैसा चाहिए तो आपको कुछ पैसा इन्वेस्ट भी करना पड़ेगा. That is required. How much money you need? That is always question mark for you. When it's about how much money you need, so many people stay healthy and active for 20 years more after they retire, and that is true also. So 20 years लाइफ स्पान की बात करो, 60 years पे मैं रिटायर हो गया, आफ्टर 60 20 years 80 years तक मैं हेल्दी हूँ. So for that 20 years survival, I need the money. If you want to start planning and investing soon enough, you can spend years of enjoying very soon. So if some person is here in the group, let's say 25 years of age or 30 years of age, and if he or she plan retirement today onwards, बोलेगा सर 25 साल में शादी नहीं हुई, आप रिटायरमेंट की बात कर रहे हो. But this is true. You will plan as soon as possible for the retirement. You will be happy, enjoy your life after retirement. Why? Because the power of compounding is there. We'll discuss power of compounding in the upcoming slides also. But the power of compounding is there. Because when you start investing early age, the more corpus you will have at the future. One of the basic source of retirement income is the social security that we doesn't have in India. In other countries, there is social security is there. Government is paying the retirement corpus to the person. But in India, it is difficult. Why it is difficult? Because government has no plan even for the basic infrastructure like the education or hospital. So when they will plan for the social security? In the elections, you will find some government will say, we'll give the 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees to so-and-so person when he's above of this age or something like that. So 1,500 so hota kya hai? Nothing is going to be happen for a month. Or kab tak dega, that is not a guarantee. There is no social security. For that, we have to need the plan. So first question, let's take in targets. So here is the right time to start planning. So when you should plan. So I'm just giving the two examples. So let's take an example. You want 1 crore rupees at the age of 60. That is a target amount for you. 1 crore rupees my target at the time of retirement. 1 crore se hoga kya, that I don't know. But today I'm planning that 1 crore rupiya mujhe chahiye. So I'm giving the two example. In the group, some person started at 35 और एक plan कर रहा है 50 पे. So if you'll say the person start at 50 age, it means he's only having 10 years with him to add the corpus of 1 crore rupees. And here the person is having how much years? Almost 25 years. 15 साल पहले he is planned. The difference, if 25 years is planning, he has to pay only 13,500 rupees per month for the retirement corpus. And here the person has to pay 60,000 rupees for next 10 years to add 1 crore rupees. So this is a calculation were done at the moderate return of 10% per month. CAGR 10% का example यहाँ पे लिया हुआ. ठीक है. So you can see, the late you start retirement planning, the more amount you have to pay. But the early you start retirement planning, the lesser amount you have to pay. So you have to think where you want to start the retirement planning. Okay. So that is the one of the example that you always require. Early, always plan retirement early. What amount you want, that is always you have to think on that amount. So the first thing, you want the lower duration. Second thing, you want the lower installment. Definitely at the age of 25 or the age of 30, you can start with the lower installment always, because the time span is huge, but you are putting lesser amount. At the age of 50, when your salary will increase, you can increase the corpus, you can increase the per month amount, that will increase your corpus also. Yes or no? So that will increase your corpus also. Always you have to think on that part, what amount I am investing today. Now, it's never too late for the retirement planning. So start retirement planning today if you're not done. That is the best suggestion of myself to you. आप बोलेंगे सर मैं 55 का हो गया अभी retirement planning नहीं किया, 5 साल still you can work. Let's say plan your retirement after 10 years. 65 10 साल का part आप लेकर के चलो. आप बोलोगे सर मैं 25 का हूं, should I start retirement planning? Yes, you can start retirement planning from today onwards, and the goal will be there. So when we say about any type of planning, your plan should be smart, your goal should be smart, SMART. So when we say about the smart, SMART, so S stands for the, anyone? S stands for the smart means, yes, yes, it should be specific, systematic or specific. So it should be specific. Okay, specific means the retirement is my specific. M means measurable, what amount you want at the time of retirement. ठीक है. A means achievable, whether it should be achievable or not. किसी ने लिखा था I want tons of crore, so whether you are able to achieve the tons of crore or not. ठीक है. So that is achievable or not. Then R means realistic. ठीक है, whether it is realistic or not. And T means it should be time bound. कितने समय के बाद में, what should be the duration will be there. So that your goal should be smart. And when you say about your goal should be smart, it means always plan the retirement accordingly. That should be achieved after certain time period with specific amount. So that is always required. What amount you want, that you would think of. Okay. Now, we know the power of compounding. If you studied about the time value of money, है ना, बोलोगे सर जल्दी क्यों करूं, तो I will share 2 slides here with you about the power of compounding, how the power of compounding will take the example. So here one example is that Mr. Saxena and Mr. Gupta. Mr. Saxena started investing at 35, at the age of 35, and Mr. Gupta started at the age of 25. Mr. Saxena has done the SIP of 15,000 rupees, where Gupta has done the SIP of 5,000 rupees. He has invested for 25 years till the retirement. He has invested at the age of till the 35 years till the retirement. The person Saxena has only he has invested 45 rupees total amount, and he has invested only 21 lakh rupees, and the amount he is receiving, that is 1 crore 1.5 crore more than the Saxena. Saxena was giving 15,000 rupees. Here Gupta was giving only 5,000 rupees, but you can see the tenure is 1 year more only, 10 years more only, and getting 1.5 CR more. So that is the power of compounding. So this is a calculation done at 15% CAGR basically in the equity mutual fund. So that is the power of compounding. Even the Albert Einstein says the compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And if you compound, it will give you money. Compounding will be year on year, year on year, year on year. And it will increase the corpus like anything. So you can see one of the example. Another example I'm just sharing with you. So you can see if you need the corpus of 10 lakh rupees, yes, you need the corpus of 10 lakh rupees in future. So what is the duration and what is the rate of interest you're getting? So you can see at the various part, for example, I'm getting the 6% rate of interest. To achieve the 10 lakh rupees in the 5 years, I have to invest 14,000 rupees per month. In the 30 years or 35 years, 30 years, I have to invest 1,000 rupees only. The longer the duration, lesser the amount I have to pay. And you can see at this particular point of time, let's take an example, the average of 12% return, the moderate return I'm taking with the 25 years. To achieve the 10 lakh rupees, you have to only invest how much amount in the 25 years? 587 rupees, very less amount. So if you're 25 years of age and you want to retire at the age of 60, so lesser amount you are paying. And another example, you will say, if I want to retire after 30 years, and 15% I'm very positive from the market, that market will give me the 15% CAGR over a period of time. So I have to invest less than 200 rupees. If you say less than 200 rupees, किसी बच्चे का pocket money होता होगा 200 रुपया. That is always required. So you can see the early you start retirement planning, definitely it will give the good amount in future. So very less amount we are investing over here. And the compounding will be almost 10 lakh rupees in the 30 years. So that is the power of compounding. If you start investing early for the longer time period, because the retirement plan is always the long-term goal. Long-term goal means it should be achievable after a certain time period. So that will be good to invest lesser amount. अब सोचो कि at the age of 20 or 25, you plan that I will retire at 65. And I want the 1 crore rupees, for example. So 1 crore rupees means isko to multiply by 10 kar do. That means what? You have to invest less than 2,000 rupees. less than 2,000 rupees per month for next 25 to 30 years. And that will be good corpus in the future for your life, and that will be helpful for you. And if you have a good corpus in your life, definitely everyone will do your seva, na? Yes. So that is always required, and that can be done. Now, the ideal retirement plan. What should be a retirement plan? So, when we say about the retirement plan, it should have the three parts with you. Number one is the amount investing for the growth. When we are investing, it should be in the equity. Number two, it should be protected also. Some part of the debts must be there. And number three, the annuity, because when we are investing into the particular part in any of the scheme, we must receive some amount at the time of retirement every month. That is the annuity I'm getting. So first part, that will it offer a growth opportunity of accumulated large corpus? Growth opportunity is there or no? That I would think. If I'll invest my amount in, let's take an example, in the fixed deposit today for next 30 years, where fixed deposit is giving me less than 7% rate of interest, and that is taxable also. So the actual return is very less. Yes or no? So whether growth opportunity is there or not, number one. Number two, whether protection is there or not. If the market goes down, whether the equity will be shifted into debt or not, the protection is there or not. And number three, will the guaranteed long life income for me or not, or my spouse also, after some time period. So these are the three questions that you ask before doing the retirement planning. So when we say about the growth will be linked with the equity. The growth should be linked with the equity returns. The protection means the premium guarantee. It means it should be linked with the debts. Whatever amount I'm investing today, it should be guaranteed to me. And number three, the annuity, what annual income or what per month income I will get at the time of retirement. So these are the three parts that you think before retirement planning. And when you invest, where you should put your money for the retirement, so your money should be diversified. Diversification is always required. That is saying that never put your all the eggs in one basket. अगर आपने सारा पैसा इक्विटी में लगा दिया at the time of retirement, equity market went down, तो पता चला आप रिटायरमेंट ना होकर के आप स्वर्गवास पे चले जाओगे. Heart attack might be there, na? So never put your money on the one basket. If you put your money on the debts, take the example of US crisis is there, fixed income securities crisis चल रहा है वहां पर. So again the question is there. आपने गोल्ड में रख दिया, गोल्ड लिक्विड करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So you must have the combination of debts, bonds, money market instruments, mutual funds, सबका combination करो. Diversification should be there in the various asset classes. And number two, asset allocation, appropriate money for the various parts. Okay, with the various age within the asset class, what category should I have? If, for example, person is 25 years or less than 30 years, he or she could deposit more than 90% of the amount in the equity. अगर आप 60 years पे हो तो आपको 90% ज्यादा डेट्स में रखना पड़ेगा. So asset allocation is always required. कि आपको डेट्स में कितना रखना है, इक्विटी में कितना रखना है, as per the age is changing. That you do think of. Number two, three important consideration of any product. Number one is it should give me the return. Number two, it should give me the safety. Number three, the liquidity is there. ये तीन चीज की requirement होनी चाहिए. Let's take an example of the return. If I'll put my money, the best example I'm taking in spite of don't take is otherwise सारा का अगर मैं एक केस लेकर के आपके सामने आता हूँ, सारा cooperative society was there. Sara Cooperative Society was assuring the good returns to all the persons. Yes or no? When they have done their fixed deposit or when they have purchased the bonds in the Sara, उन्होंने बोला कि will give the over and above market returns. Excellent returns we are going to provide. But is it safety or not? No, Sara become bankrupt. Again, the liquidity issue is there. Same thing with the other parts also. So if you invested in the equity is giving you the good return. But the safety with the equity is not there. There is no guaranteed return. There can be the negative returns also in the equity. So you have to think whether the positive returns or negative returns will be there. And the liquidity is there or not. For example, मैं सोना ही खरीदता हूँ retirement के लिए, purchase the gold bullion at particular point of time. और gold बेचना मुश्किल है. Property में investment के retirement के लिए property बेचना मुश्किल है. Liquidity is not there. So you have to plan that thing. It should have a combination of the returns safety, and the liquidity. And if you combine any product you'll select which have the returns, safety, and liquidity, that you'll think for the good retirement planning. Next is the now where you have to invest. That is the question always. Okay, I've divided into two parts: pre-retirement and post-retirement options. This pre-retirement option is a part of the retirement planning, and the post-retirement option is the amount that you receive in the part of the corpus from this that you can invest over here, and you can get the annuities. Now let's say about the pre-retirement, post-retirement planning. This is the one of the example. I will discuss one by one all the products. So two products I'm discussing, that is a PPF and EPF. That is Employee Provident Fund and Public Provident Fund. That is a pre-retirement planning. If I am working at some of the company, my employer is deducting PF from me, same contribution he or she is making. At the time of retirement, I will get the corpus of that particular EPF, Employee Provident Fund. So one corpus I will get as a part of the lump sum, and 1/3 of that particular amount I will get as a part of the pension per month. So what is the corpus of your EPF? Let's take in general example. Most of the corporates, what they are doing, they are contributing, they are deducting 1,800 rupees from your salary, and 1,800 rupees they are contributing by their salary. And what is the corpus? That is 3,600 rupees only per month. When it's about 3,600 rupees per month for next 20 years to 30 years, what will the corpus? Corpus will be about approximately maximum up to 15 lakh rupees, not more than 15 lakh rupees. What is going to be happen from that particular 15 lakh rupees after 30 years? That is a question mark for you. Returns are very less than 8% returns is there. Number two option is a PPF, Public Provident Fund. In the Public Provident Fund, you have to contribute for yourself. No government or no your employee is going to be provide for that particular part. But for this both PPF and EPF, you have the tax benefit also under Section 80C. So maximum amount you can contribute in PPF or EPF, that is 1.5 lakh rupees. You can get the benefit of tax benefit. Now PPF, the returns are there, again less than 8%, but it will give you the life of compounding. So you can plan diversification. I'll say about the diversification. For example, I'm working somewhere, I can have the benefit of PPF, I can have the benefit of EPF, I can have the benefit of other parts also. So these are the two prominent parts of the retirement planning. Number two, NPS. And number three is the NPS. That is the National Pension Scheme or the new pension scheme that we can say. The uniqueness of NPS is that anyone can enroll for the NPS, whether the person is working somewhere or person is not working somewhere, he can enroll for the NPS. Now, NPS is having two parts. NPS is having two types of account. Number one is tier 1 account. Number two is the tier 2 account. Tier 1 account, if you open an account in the tier 1, you will have the benefit only at the time of retirement. When you retire, you can withdraw maximum 2/3 of your corpus, and 1/3 is compulsory go to the annuity. Let's take my NPS contribution till the retirement is 1 crore rupees. So out of 1 crore rupees, 2/3 I can withdraw. That is 75 lakh rupees I can withdraw lump sum. And 25 lakh rupees compulsory I have to choose the annuity option. That is per month, some annuity plan is going to pay me the pension. So NPS is there. NPS dynamic. PPF and EPF is not dynamic. They are the debt products. Mostly the returns are very less, but NPS very dynamic, just linked with the equity market. If you opt in NPS equity linked product, your returns can be negative also. But at a longer time period in equity, the returns are always positive. So that is always you have to think whether you should open with the NPS account or not. When it's about the NPS, definitely the things will be there that the tier 2 account is there, where you can deposit and withdraw money at any point of time. But in tier 2, you will not get the tax benefit of 80 CCD. That is a part. Number 3, pre-investment option, you can plan direct equity also. You can just identify some good blue chip companies based on the fundamentals, good fundamental over a period of time, and start investing a small amount in that particular equity over a longer time period. And once it is going to be mature, means at the time of retirement, convert this equity into debts. That is one of the part. Then next is the real estate. So you can plan your retirement by investing into the real estate. You can have the flats with you. You can have the shops with you, where you can start occupying that flats or shops, commercial property or the housing property that you can say from today onwards. At the time of retirement, they are going to give you the returns in the terms of what? That is a rental income should be there. So that is so because when you plan to purchase real estate today, so again that is saying sir real estate तो 2-2.5% से ज्यादा मुझको return नहीं देता है over a period of time. So my suggestion is that purchase a property for the retirement planning which has a lower cost today. Over a period of time, the capital appreciation will be also there and the rental incomes will also increase. So at that particular point of time, definitely you'll get the good returns. Next part, you can do the SIP through the mutual fund, systematic investment plan through the mutual fund, where you start investing in the mutual fund schemes over a period of time. It will give the good CAGR to you over a period of time and you will get the part. You can have an investment in the gold also, either the physical gold or the gold ETF or the souvenir gold bond. If you have the SGBs, SGB will have the benefit pre-retirement also, post-retirement also. Post-retirement, if you put the gold in the SGB in the part over here, the per month government will give you the 2% rate of interest, that 2.5% rate of interest on the amount you invested. So you are having a benefit. You can invest in the bonds of the RBI, you can invest in the bonds of the corporates, you can invest in the green bonds, municipal bonds, have the benefit of the interest over here. Exchange traded funds also, and pension plans offered by the mutual fund companies, pension plan offered by the insurance companies. So this is the diversification you can do pre-retirement planning. Now, once you retire, let's take an example. You have done the proper diversification. You invested in all the plans which are mentioned over here. And you can get, at the time of retirement, you are getting, let's say, 5 crore rupees or 2 crore rupees as a corpus. Now, what you are going to do with that particular corpus? Because at the time of retirement, आपको पैसा सारा मिल गया, but where you should invest your plan. So, when it's about where you can invest in your plan, so one prominent scheme is there. That is a post office MIS, monthly income scheme. Now, the benefit and limitation of this particular monthly scheme is there. Whatever corpus you are having, maximum up to individual account, one person can invest only 9 lakh rupees at one point of time. That if you open the individual basis account, you can invest 9 lakh rupees up to 9 lakh rupees in MIS scheme. And if you open the joint account with your spouse, you can deposit up to 15 lakh rupees maximum in MIS account. Now we invest 9 lakh rupees or 15 lakh rupees in an MIS account. The MIS account currently giving approximately 7.4% interest. So whatever corpus is there from that particular corpus, the government of India, that is a post office, is going to give you 7.4% interest per annum, which will be divided per month basis to you. The another limitation is that whatever income you're getting from this MIS account, that is taxable, number one part, and ATC benefit is not there. It means there is no tax benefit in the MIS account, but you have the income part over there. Number two, senior citizen savings scheme. So senior citizen savings scheme, you can deposit. Now the limitation again, MIS is maximum amount you can deposit for 5 years. So limitation is 5 years. As senior citizen savings schemes, again, you can deposit maximum 30 lakh rupees over here. You will receive the interest quarterly basis. In MIS, you will receive the interest monthly basis, but here you will receive the interest on quarterly basis. And from the 30 lakh rupees, whatever interest you're going to receive on quarterly basis, that will be subject to tax benefit if the interest is received less than 50,000 rupees per annum. More than 50,000 rupees, again, taxable is there. Okay, and the duration is 5 years only. But the interest benefit over and above the MIS scheme, that you are getting 100 basis point more. It means currently interest benefit you are getting on senior citizen savings scheme is approximately 8.4%. So more than that is 1% more as compared to the MIS scheme. So that is one of the best part of the senior citizen. So amount you can invest maximum 30 lakh rupees. Third option is you can choose the annuity plan of any of the insurance company or any of the pension company which are notified by the government. Put your money in that particular annuity scheme. From that annuity, there are multiple options will be there that from the corpus, you are getting the per month pension. That corpus will be not provided to you at the time of maturity. Number two, that corpus will be transferred to your spouse or your legal heirs, that we can say. So various options you can plan and you can get the benefit. Next option is the bank. You can do the fixed deposit with the banks. Multiple options are there with the fixed deposit. The banks are going to give the interest per annum, per month, quarterly basis. That benefit you will have. You can do the SWP also. So in the mutual fund, in the pre-plan, if you do the SIP, that SIP will be transferred to the systematically equity to debt, that's to the STP. And from the debt, you will do the SW, that is systematic withdrawal plan from the mutual fund schemes you can see. So per month, you will systematically withdraw some units and that can be converted into cash. And one more prominent part is the reverse mortgage. Reverse mortgage is the part where you put, especially if you must be senior citizen. Senior citizen means your age must be 62 years. If you have your own house, what I can do, I will go to the bank. I'll ask the bank, I want to reverse mortgage my property to you. Bank will take your property. Okay, but you are allowed to live in that particular property, and bank monthly, annually, quarterly, whatever your conditions will be there, bank will give you some money to you on that particular property. That property will have multiple options. So option number one, at the time of your age, death, once the survival benefit will be end, that property will be auctioned into the market. Whatever amount will be received, bank ne jitna paisa aapko diya, bank will deduct money with the interest, and remaining money will be given to your spouse or the legal heirs. Number two options, that amount will be transferred to your spouse, and after the death of your spouse, the money, the bank will do the same process and amount will be transferred. Number three, that money that after the death of both the spouse and wife, the person, the money will be given to the legal heirs. So multiple options will be, reverse mortgage will be one of the good option into the market. If you have the house or any property, generally it is given on the housing property only. One more option you can do, that is SGB, 7-year gold bond, that you can invest into the SGB. Once you invest into the SGB, every quarter Reserve Bank of India is coming with the SGB. So SGB, once you invest, you will get the interest of 2.5% per month, per annum. Monthly interest will be given to you, and that monthly interest will have the benefit of the survival. So these are the options, pre and post. There can be multiple options are there also there, but these are some of the options where you have the benefit of that you diversify your investment. And here also you can diversify and then take the benefit of all the parts, and you can live happily. Now, so you should know before dealing with, that is when you want to invest into the market, number one thing, you should contact to the financial advisor or investment advisor. It should be registered with SEBI, number one part. Number two, it should have a good track record into the history. It should be well qualified, and some fee he or she will charge. The fee will be the nominal fee will be there. So good advisor will want to clear the understanding of the financial situation, your goals he will discuss, and he will do some calculation for you on year basis, and some benefits will be provided to you. So last part of the presentation, that is the fire, understanding of fire. Now, anyone, what is fire? Fire means the aag. No, it is not the aag. It will be the benefit of the part where you can see that F stands for the financial, I stand for the independence, R stand for the retire, and E stand for the early. It means the early retirement planning. Some of my friends are there, those who are working in IT companies or IT professionals residing with me in my society. They took a retirement at the age of 40. Now you will say the person retired at the age of 40. Still 40 years remaining in his lifespan. 40 साल तो बचे हैं जिंदा रहने के लिए, और 40 साल में रिटायर हो गया. So if you plan this stuff, early retirement will be there. In this case, what you have to do, from your income, there are the research done on this part, that from your income, 70% should be gone into the saving. Of 70% saving में डालना है, that is into the investment. Only 30% expenses is there, but the situation is reverse. 100 rupees अगर हम earn करते हैं, आउट ऑफ दिस 100 रुपीज में मंथली एक्सपेंसेस 130 रुपीज में 30 रुपीज कहीं और से बोरो कर रहा हूं और आप बोल रहे हो सर 70 रुपया बचाना है, दैट इज डिफिकल्ट. To that, you have to plan for your second source of income. That is a secondary income. Okay. Number two, you have to reduce your expenses gradually. Do the proper financial planning. Increase the amount per month for your retirement planning, and you can take the early retirement planning should be there. So nowadays there is a culture into the society that I want to retire at the age of 40. I want to retire at the age of 45. So you can, if you're working somewhere, you can take the VRS, voluntary retirement scheme. But you're not working where VRS scheme is not there, you can plan your retirement early also. For this, so I will go to the website of the NISM where one financial calculator is there. So I will just explore that financial calculator for you, for the retirement calculator. So everyone can see the screen, retirement calculator? Yes? Yes, okay. So this calculator is available on the website of NISM also, on the website of SEBI also. Okay, let's take an example. The present age of any person is, let's take the 40 years. Okay. And he want to retire at the age of 60. Okay. After retirement, he want to live till the age of 75 years. 15 साल जो अभी हमने example देखा 70-75 years तक वो retirement लेना चाहता है. The inflation. So I'm just probably giving the inflation will be 7% per annum. Okay. And the expenses presently he's living. So let's take an example. The person is doing per month expenses 50,000 rupees for the survival. After retirement, is there a reduction in the expenses? Expenses में reduction नहीं होता, generally बढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, तो I'm just writing 0 over here. The expected return on the investment during the working life. So I'm just moderate return में बोलता हूँ कि if I'll invest on all the asset classes, I will get the 12% return. और retirement के बाद में I will get the 7.5% return on an average. Current saving person बोलता है कि मेरे पास आज की डेट में 5 लाख रुपया retirement का है. ठीक है. An amount of the retirement benefit from my employer I'm going to get, let's say 20 lakh rupees. है ना, just example, hypothetical data मैंने डाला है. So these are the parts के present age 40 years से 60 में retire होना चाह रहा है, 75 years तक वो जिंदा रहेगा, inflation 7% मान के चल रहे हैं, 50,000 rupees, मैं बहुत कम expenses लिख रहा हूँ, 50,000 rupees is the expenses, reduction नहीं होगा, 12% मुझको आज रिटर्न मिल रहा है, 7.5% तब मिलेगा. सो आई जिस 7.5% मैंने लिया, दैट इज लॉन्ग टर्म गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बॉन्ड का लिया हुआ है. ठीक है. देन अगेन दी 5 लाख रुपीस आज सेविंग में और रिटायरमेंट मुझको 20 लाख रुपया मिलेगा. इफ आई कैलकुलेट, कैन यू सी दी फिगर्स आर वेयर विथ मी. That meant at the time of retirement, my monthly expenses 50,000 rupees will become, due to the inflation, approximately 2 lakh rupees. To meet the goal of 2 lakh rupees, I should have the corpus of almost 3 crore rupees. To achieve the target of 3 crore rupees, I should invest 26,000 rupees per month in the scheme, where the scheme should give me the return of what? 12%. Now, take the example. If I'll reduce my age from 40 years to, let's say, 25 years. Now, can you see the benefit? Yes or no? What is the benefit? I reduce my age to 15 years. The expenses will be more, but the corpus will also increase 9 crore rupees. To achieve the corpus of 9 crore rupees, I have to only invest 9,000 rupees. So that is the power of compounding that you can say, where you can get the benefit. So this is one of the example where you can plan your retirement very good, very efficiently. Early retirement planning karo, early age pe karo. Retirement changes you can do. Here you can do the sum of the calculations from the website of NISM. You can get the benefit. So I think this was the last slide from my side. So I think Harshita ji, time bound hai? Is it on time? You're not audible now.
Yes, sir. Sorry, there are a few questions. We can
Yes.
take on some of the questions. Though it was so insightful, I believe everything which the participant would have heard, it's almost clear for everyone. But still, a few questions we would intend to take.
Yes, please. So yes.
Some of the questions, I'll just read it out, sir. One person, the person has is not given his name. He has written, diversification is primary in retirement planning. So the best suit will be ETF. So are there any cons of ETFs?
Yes, so cons of the ETF will be there, like you cannot do the SIP in the ETF, number one part. Every month you have to invest your amount in the ETF. Like, for example, I'm buying the mutual fund, less index-based mutual fund. So I can give the standing instruction to the mutual fund scheme that every month SIP will be there. But in ETF, you have to buy every month. Number one con is there. Number two con is there. ETF is directly linked with the exchange part. Okay. So whatever volatility will be there in the ETF. So diversification only based on the index will be there. You cannot generate the alpha from the ETF. Alpha means the X over and above the return that particular fund is providing to you. So it will be same as the index is providing to you. But the benefit is that there is no or the lesser fund management charges. Charges are less as compared to the other schemes of the mutual fund. So that is a benefit of that particular ETF.
Thank you, sir. Varsha has asked how to avoid reinvestment risk post-retirement. Is there any way we can avoid the reinvestment risk?
You can avoid the reinvestment risk post-retirement by investing into the RBI bonds, one of the best example. Okay. So where the risk is lesser and you are getting the benefit of the returns from that particular part. But yes, you cannot invest into the equity after retirement. So that risk should not be there. That is one of the part.
So one has asked which investment is good and why. People have asked it's physical and online gold. I believe they're asking a comparison between physical and online gold.
So when you say about the physical gold and online gold, again, so this is a contradictory question between me and my wife, basically. Because when we want to buy the gold, wife बोलती है सोना तो वही है जो दिखता है सामने. And I will say I want to purchase online. But the benefit of the online gold is that number one benefit is that you are getting online. अगर आप purchase करते, especially SGB you are going to purchase, you will get the discounted value from the market. Number two benefit is that you are getting the 2.5% rate of interest per annum. Number three, आपको जो भी capital appreciation होगा, that is subject to tax free currently. Tax benefit is there. But the physical gold will be there. Number one loss is that there is no guarantee from where you're buying a gold, whether the gold is pure or not. एक सबसे बड़ा प्योरिटी का इशू आता है. Number two, you're not getting the interest, you're only getting the capital appreciation, and the liquidity issue will be there. So these are the pros and cons between the. So I always suggest कि online gold होना चाहिए, but in case of the mutual understanding between you or your spouse, you can decide. But online gold investment is good.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Vikas has asked which product is better for retirement planning, NPS or mutual fund? I believe that is answered during the presentation as well.
That totally depend upon your goal when it's about the NPS and the this particular mutual fund schemes. So NPS is also one of the part of the mutual fund. But when you say about the NPS, the restriction with the NPS is that you cannot withdraw the entire corpus. आपको 40% corpus कम से कम annuity में डालना है. And at that particular point of time, that annuity might not giving the good returns to you. And if you are efficient enough to plan your retirement, then mutual fund is better than the NPS. So that depends upon you. But the NPS is having one more benefit, that in NPS, the auto upgradation plan will be there. That is based on your age. The amount will be go proportionately to the equity, debt, and the liquid funds. In mutual fund, personally, you have to go inside that particular plan. What amount should be going to the debt, equity, and mutual fund. That is a fixed income will be there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Many questions are repeated questions. I would like to answer that. I have shared the link of NISM Academy YouTube channel. The PPT will not be circulated with the participants, but if you want to have a look into the PPT, the video will be uploaded by next week, probably by Tuesday or Wednesday. So you can go into the channel and look for that. You can also visit our past webinars, which are available in the channel. I have also shared the link of the financial calculator, which sir has
some of them has asked that financial.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there are a lot of people asking a question on if this spend this sum for this year. I believe that is going to be extremely helpful for this. What's sir?
What some of us?
Some of the people are asking the questions that if I invest 1 crore now in 5-year, 10 or 20-year term after my retirement, what should be the cost and
so you can use that calculator. You can use that calculator. Yes.
Yes, so this calculator can be useful. We are also time bound and in this webinar, and So that's the calculator which will be useful. So last question, Mr. Kapil is asking if we can explain reverse mortgage.
So, Kapil, reverse mortgage is what? Let's take an example. I got a retired today. I'm having my flat at Mumbai at the age of 62. What I will do, there is no other income with me, but I'm having my house with me. Okay. What I will do, I will go to the bank. I'll ask a bank, I want to do the reverse mortgage of my house. The condition number one, that house should not be on loan. वो मेरी खुद की property, freehold property should be there. ठीक है, the freehold property will be there. The bank will agree to take the reverse mortgage. अब reverse mortgage में होगा कि based on the valuation of that particular house and based on my need, the bank will pay per month amount to me for my survival. ठीक है, let's take an example. 2 लाख रुपया per month बैंक ने मुझको दिया. That 2 lakh rupees is sort of loan to me. ठीक है, अब I will alive till 70 years of the age. तो 7 या 8 साल में बैंक मुझको क्या देगा, 2 लाख रुपया पर मंथ देगा, and I will get the benefit of that 2 lakh rupees. Second condition, if my spouse is there after me, तो बैंक will give the same amount to my spouse also for the survival. और जब दोनों की डेथ हो जाती है, तो there is a condition, if my legal heirs, अगर मेरा son है या कोई और है, तो what bank will do? Bank will do the auction on after the death of the person who's taken the particular reverse mortgage. उस पैसे से ऑक्शन से जो पैसा आएगा, whatever loan bank has given to me, with the interest bank will deduct, and remaining amount will be given to the legal heir. The difference between housing loan and this is that housing loan में the property owner is the bank, but here the property owner is me. That is one of the options. So I'm not a hire purchase नहीं कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. ये सबसे बड़ा benefit है with the reverse mortgage. So if your property and you can do the reverse mortgage, bank will take the part and bank उसका auction बाद में करती है. And अगर auction नहीं करना है तो there is an option कि whatever amount I have taken from the bank I will give to the bank, and bank will give the property ownership to me directly. So that is a part.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you all the participants. There are a few people asking about the retirement advisor certification examination of
Yes.
NISM, whether it is going to be helpful, whether they should take it. Any thought on this, sir?
Yes, so NISM certification exam on retirement planning, definitely it will be helpful for the person, those who want to do the distributorship of the retirement planning. Okay, you want to be a distributor, you want to do the retirement planning for the individual. If you do the certification clear, you'll learn the concept on the retirement planning, you'll learn the concept of the products, you'll learn on the concept of the pre-retirement, post-retirement taxation plan, everything, and you can give the good advice to the other persons. So that will definitely benefited to you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much for answering all the questions patiently. Thank you so much, participant, for attending the webinar. As I repeat again, if at all someone misses the link of the financial calculator, I request you all to just visit NISM website, click on Google nism.ac.in, and you will be redirected by clicking on the top header. There is a link on investor education. You will find the calculator. Thank you for today's webinar. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence, for guiding all the participants so beautifully and giving such an insightful presentation. It will surely be of utmost help to everyone who has attended the session today. Thank you so much.